Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Engineering Maths by Vivek Sharma. Hope you are fine there. In this video lecture today I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna tell you that how to solve Laplace equations. Laplace equations has very wide applications in different field of engineering. So today we are going to learn that how to solve Laplace equation. So without wasting much time, let's start the solution of Laplace equation. So let's start the Laplace equation. That you know that a Laplace equation in two dimensional. So it is like there is a function, suppose u. So del to u upon del x2 plus del to u upon del y2 equals to 0. Then we have to solve this equation using certain boundary conditions. So that boundary conditions will be discussed later on. So today in this video lecture I'm going to show you that how to solve this Laplace equation. So this Laplace equation can be solved using method of separation of variable. We are going to use this method to solve the Laplace equation. So let's start that how to solve. As we know that here u is a dependent function, it depends on x and y. Here you can see that u depends on x and y. So u is a dependent function. Let solution will be equals to capital X and capital Y. That this is a solution where it is our assumption that x is a function of small x only and y is a function of small y only. This is our assumption and this must satisfy the solution, final solution. Okay, so here we have to find del to u upon del x2. So once we have to find this, we have to take y as a constant, then it will be equals to d2x upon small dx2. Similarly, once we have to find the del to u upon del y2, then it must be equals to x into d2 capital Y upon dy2. Now putting these values in the original equation, this is original equation number 1. We have to plug in the values in the original equation. What we'll get that is y into d2 x upon small dx2 plus x into d2 capital Y upon dy2 equals to 0. And we know that there are two numbers, they can be 0 if one is positive, then other must be negative, then only their summation is 0. Hope you are understanding that what I mean to say, that whenever we have two numbers and we want them to be 0, then it is very clear that one number must be positive and other number must be negative. Okay, or what we can write, we can rearrange this equation. We have to separate the terms in x and y alone. So we have to divide the above equation by xy. So let's divide the above equation. So what we'll get, 1 over x d2 capital X upon dx2, just hold on, d2x upon dx2 plus 1 over y d2 capital Y upon dy2 equals to 0. Or we can rearrange this equation and rewrite this equation as minus ka 1 over y d2 y upon dy2. So here we are left with this final equation and we have to solve this equation. So once you know that there are two fractions p upon q equals to r upon s, they can be equal if they are equals to some constant. So let this constant be k. So here also we are going to use the same funda, that is 1 over x into d2 capital X upon dx2 plus 1 over y d2 capital Y upon dy2 equals to, let this equation equals to minus this one, let this equals to number k. So here are three possibilities of k. K can be positive number any, k can be negative number, and k can be 0. So we have to see each and every case that how the things gonna change when we have different values of k. K can take the value 0, k can take any positive number, and k can take any negative number, any constant. So let's start the case 1. Let's start the case 1 when k is 0. What if the k is 0? So we have 1 upon x d2x upon dx2 equals to minus k1 upon y d2y upon dy2 equals to 0. So we have to solve this equation separately for x and y. So what we will get, that is 1 over x d2x upon dx2 equals to 0. It simply means that we have to integrate this equation 2 times. So what we will get, dx upon dx equals to c1, then finally we will get x equals to c1x plus c2. Hope this is clear. And similarly, while using the expression for y also, we will get d2y upon dy2 equals to 0. Here also we will get, that is d2y upon dy2 equals to 0. Here also we have to integrate the above equation twice. So what we will get, y equals to c1, or we can write c3 is any constant c3, y plus c4. Hope this is clear. So we got the values of x and y. As I told you earlier that x must be a function of x only. So you can see here we are having only small x, no value of y, and similarly in the y we only have y, we don't have any values of x. So we assume that our solution was x into y. So what we got, c1x plus c2 into c3y plus c4. This is our solution once we considered when k equals to 0. Okay, let's move on next, that what if the k is positive. How to solve the equation when k is positive? So if k is any positive number, then it must be in the square form, because we know that every square number give positive result. Their minimum value is 0, but it will always give you positive result. So let's just consider that k is equals to p square. Okay, it has to be positive. So what we have, 1 upon x d2 capital X upon dy2 equals to p square, and similarly minus ka 1 over y d2 capital Y upon dy2 equals to p square. Okay, so we are using we have to use this equation for the solution. So we can rewrite this equation is d2 plus minus p square x into 0, where d is the operator, it represents d2 upon dx2, it is the operator. So using the above equation we have to solve this auxiliary equation. This auxiliary equation can be written as, this is our auxiliary equation. So this auxiliary equation can be written as m square minus p square equals to 0. Here we got two values of m, that is plus minus p. So we know that whenever we have this solution, x equals to c1 e ki power px plus c2 e ki power minus px. This is the solution for x. Similarly, when we move towards the solution of y, what we'll get, that is 1 over y d2 capital Y upon dy2 equals to minus p square, or we can rewrite this equation as d square plus p square into y equals to 0. Again here d is the operator which represents d2 upon dy2. So using this equation we'll get auxiliary equation, and its auxiliary equation can be written as m square plus p square equals to 0. So what we'll get, m equals to plus minus p iota. So here the solution of y will be equals to c3 cos px plus c4 sin px. So we got the different values of x and y. Sorry, it must be in the form of y only. So here we have py and sin y. So clear, we got the value of x also and we got the value of y also. So what we assumed that our solution was uxy was the product of x into y. So its product is c1 e power px plus c2 e power minus px multiplied by C3 cos py plus C4 sin py. So this is our solution when we assume that k is a positive number. K is any positive number. So we can put this value in the round box, in the rectangular box. That is, this is our solution. Now case number 3, that is case number 3, when k takes any negative value, k is negative, so let it be minus p square, because p square give positive value and this is additional negative sign which make the number negative. Okay, so let's start the solution for this also. So what we have, 1 upon x into d2x over dy2 dx2 equals to minus p square, and similarly minus 1 over y d2 capital Y upon dy2 small equals to minus ka p square. So here what is the standard equation, that is d square plus p square into x equals to 0. Again its auxiliary equation can be written as m square plus p square equals to 0. Here m equals to plus minus p iota, just hold on, plus minus p, m equals to plus minus p iota. So what is the solution of x here? X equals to c1 cos px plus c2 sin px. Now moving for the solution of y, so here we can cancel the negative sign here. So what we have, 1 upon y d2 y upon dy2 equals to p square, and this can be rewrite as d square minus p square into y equals to 0, and auxiliary equation can be written as m square minus p square equals to 0. So what we will get, m equals to plus minus p only. So here the solution of y will be equals to c1 e power py plus, let this constant be c3 because we have already used c1 in the x, and c4 e power minus py. So we got the solution of x and y for the negative values also. So what we assumed, our solution was the product of x into y. So x we got c1 cos px plus c2 sin px, just hold on, I'll rewrite this, that is c1 cos px plus c2 sin px times product c3 e power py plus c4 e power minus py. So we got the different solution for the 3 different cases of k. That is, I summarize the solutions are uxy equals to c1x plus c2 into c3y plus c4. This is the condition when k was 0. And similarly we got the another solution, x equals to k, that is c1 e power px plus c2 e power minus px times c1 cos py plus, this is c3 py c4 sin py, and this is possible when our k was any positive number. And finally, last but not the least, ux, we got x into uxy equals to c1 cos px plus c2 sin px times c3 e power py plus c4 e raised power minus ka py, and this was possible when we have k any negative number. So we got the solutions for different cases. As you can see, these are our final solutions. you want to take the screenshot, you can take, and hope these solutions are helpful for you. And in this video lecture we have understood that how we can solve the Laplace equation in 2 dimensions. In the next video lecture we are going to discuss that how to utilize the solutions in the questions. So in the next video lecture we are going to discuss some questions based on the Laplace equation and see that which of the solutions out of 3 is feasible solution. I'm not saying that any solution is wrong here. All these solutions are equivalent, valid, based upon the boundary condition that is given in the question. So in the next video lecture we'll discuss that how the things will change when the boundary conditions change. So we have to utilize the solutions as per the boundary conditions. So whatever be the boundary condition, we have to use that particular solution. There are 3 solutions. We have to use boundary condition. So that's all in today's video lecture. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And see you soon. Till then, if you are new, then please subscribe to my channel and share, like the video, and please press the bell icon. So till then, take care. Bye bye. See you once again.